The morning mist still clung to the sea surface, reluctant to disperse. I took the subway to Laotian district. Stepping out of the station, the sea breeze rushed towards me, carrying a salty, cool touch, not the noisy wind by Zhangqiu Pier, but a calm one, bearing the texture of the sea. Schillerin stood in the blue waves 100 meters away. The 17-meter-high granite pillar, like a hunchbacked old man resting his chin in his hand, gazed silently at the eastern horizon. This masterpiece of marine erosion has been sitting here for 10,000 years, older than any legend. Yet the legend endows this cold stone with warmth. A fisherman at the foot of Wushan Mountain lost his daughter, who was abducted by the Dragon Prince. He called for her day and night on the beach as the tide rose to soak his knees and receded to cover his feet. Finally, on a mist-shrouded morning, he was turned into this reef by the sea. I walked towards the reef beach on the soft sand. The exposed rock bed after low tide glowed dark brown, with small seashells and barnacles hiding in the cracks. When the waves rolled in, they gently opened and closed in the water. Some people doing morning exercises jogged along the coastal trail, and a few others held cameras, trying to freeze-frame Schillerin in the morning mist. In the distance, the tea garden in the scenic spot was lush green, and the eaves of Wenwu Pavilion loomed in the mist, as if emerging from a sea dream. As the sun climbed high, the mist gradually lifted. The sunlight sprinkled on the sea, breaking into thousands of golden scales, and Schillerin's outline became clearer and clearer. I rested in a small cafe by the trail, ordered a sea salt latte, and looked out the window. The old man in the sea still maintained that persistent posture. Some say that a thunderstorm in 2022 knocked off the old man's head, adding a touch more vicissitudes to today's Schillerin. But vicissitudes of life are exactly the story it intends to tell. When I went to see it again in the evening, the setting sun dyed the sea orange red. Schillerin's shadow stretched long, cast on the sparkling waves. The sound of the tide echoed continuously, like the old man's deep sigh, or the sea softly singing an ancient ballad. I suddenly realized that Schillerin is never just a check-in spot. It is a piece of Qingdao's mood, a mark carved by time by the sea. When I left, the dusk had deepened. Looking back at the sea, Schillerin's figure gradually merged into the night. I thought, when I come again next time, the mist may be lighter, or the wind softer, but it will always be there, guarding this sea, guarding those endless stories.